everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia and I'm coming at you today with a Christmas wishlist video. So I got about 115 popular trendy items as well as classics that might be perfect for your Christmas wishlist. So we have a couple different sections, which you can see down below. We got shoes, we got clothes, room decor, house products, and miscellaneous things and accessories. So let's get right into it. We're gonna start off with shoes, which I might be biased, but I would say it's everyone's favorite. All right, so number one are the UGG Tasman slippers. My favorite one are the platforms with the little red detailing. I don't have these, but I personally do really want them, as well as the platform mini UGG boot. I don't know how water resistant they would be, but I think that they're adorable and actually versatile. Next up are the Viha V10 sneakers. I saw these on Free People and Anthropology. They are a bit on the pricier side, but I think that they're a perfect leather that you can dress up or down, so business casual or in the halls of high school. And then kind of going with that are the New Balance CT302 sneakers. There are so many different colorways and these are more affordable from what I've seen. They're about $80 to $90. So, and kind of going with that, you can definitely dress them up and dress them down. So I think that they're perfect, especially for those of us that are getting older and possibly getting out into our careers. Kind of on the opposite side of that are the platform Converse. These are the ones that I want right now. I'm not sure if they're a Valentine's Day collaboration, but I think they're adorable. As well as the bottom of these have this little pink sole, which I think are just so cute. So that's definitely something that I have on my own Christmas wish list. Kind of going with that are Superga shoes or platform Supergas. I absolutely love these. They're so flattering and elongating for the leg, and I definitely will be trying to get some more. Something that I think is cool is that they actually have a collaboration with Love Shack Fancy, so if that's your thing, you can get something more feminine and in different patterns, which I love. And of course, I feel like you can't make a wish list video in 2022 without including the Nike Blazer 77s. I love the low ones personally. This is something that I'm also asking for. I love the black swoosh and also the red and maroon one. I know that the green is also popular, so that's definitely something to look at, is to play with all the different colorways. And I do know that there are some great sales going on for those for Black Friday. I'm seeing those for about $75 now. Bonus points, if you can actually fit into the kid sizes, you could probably get away with them for about 60 bucks. And then I don't understand the hype, but then again, I'm not a runner. But I do know that the On Cloud 5 Hoka sneakers, or pretty much anything from the Hoka brand, is a really hot thing right now. So if you're into sports, that might be something to look into and ask for. Something that I'm also asking for myself are chunky loafers, especially ones that have detailing like a fringe on top or the chunky metallic details. This is something that I love. And I do know that Sam Edelman has some really cute ones out right now. I noticed that a trend that I'm so happy is coming back for this fall and winter are like the mid-calf / knee-height black heeled boots. And I know that Steve Madden is a really popular brand for my age group right now, so I know that they are also running some sales, and every girl kind of just needs a classic black tall boot. So, love those. Something that I know is trending, at least at my school right now, are the Birkenstock Boston clogs. This isn't something that I personally am interested in, but I know a lot are out there. And then something that I think is a necessity are the UGG or Minnetonka slippers. I have Minnetonka slippers that I got from Marshall's for like $25 a couple Christmases ago, and I love these. I wear these every single day. Definitely something to ask for is slippers in this type of style. Something else that I've seen that is really popular and something that I think is actually very cute are the Steve Madden Slinky 38 sandals. So here these are right here, as well as there is an Amazon dupe for that from a brand called Cushion Air, I believe, and these are about $35 to $40. Something else that I've been seeing that I've been really liking are the Puma Cali Dream sneakers. I really love the pink colorway. I think those are adorable. You do get that heightened platform, it seems like, and they're leather, so you can easily wipe them off and clean them. I've seen these on sale a lot. I saw some today for I think $55 on sale, which is great. And then my last thing for the shoes category are the Nike Cortez sneakers, especially in like the Forrest Gump style. I've been debating back and forth between buying these or not, probably since my freshman year of high school, and I'm a junior in college now. So these shoes have a grip on me. I don't know why, but they would be perfect for you to ask for. So going into the clothes, I have a silk pajama set. This is something that I really love. I think especially as you're growing older and as self-care is becoming more prominent and at the focus of people's attention, I think you can't go wrong with this silk pajama set to make you feel and look good. So a fashion choice that I love that's pretty casual is just a 3/4 zip. You can get these from Patagonia with that nice shearling or the Sherpa outside, or you can get a university branded one. There's just so many things that you can do with that, and it's so versatile, and they're very flattering to the collarbone, so that's something that I really love. A rising and prominent trend that I think is here to stay for a little bit are the flare leggings or yoga pants. I know that Lululemon has come out with some. A lot of people are saying that Aerie actually makes the best of the flare leggings, so that's definitely something to consider. Something else I think that would be great to ask for are loungewear sets, which you can find on Amazon. You do have to be careful with these because I have noticed that a lot of these are from Alibaba and AliExpress, but there are definitely some really cute designs as well as some pretty nice material. Something relatively inexpensive, but I think a kind of a fashion necessity that you could ask for is this specific Amazon backless top. Something that I personally will be asking for are statement bodysuits. Free People has some great ones. They are a bit pricier, but a statement piece is a statement piece, and you can probably find them for less at Nordstrom's Rack, Marshalls. Those are all places that I really pretty much buy everything from. Something else that I think you can't go wrong with at all would be a Henley bodysuit. So especially something with the little snap buns up there. Something that I really like are Wrangler jeans. One of my coworkers has the most beautiful pair of Wrangler jeans that I've ever seen. Would definitely be something to ask for. Good quality denim is something that I also want, which is next on this list and also on my list. It's kind of hard to find, so hopefully you can spring some on Black Friday and ask for these. Something that I actually got for Christmas a couple years ago that I'm seeing a lot of people are into right now is from Free People. It's called the Hit the Slopes fleece jacket. I have it in the pink color and I love mine. I get a lot of compliments on it. Definitely something to ask for. It is a bit pricier, but it is a statement piece. It's gonna keep you warm and it's just super cute. And then a really practical Christmas gift that I'm gonna ask for, and I would recommend you to ask for as well, are form-fitting tank tops and cap sleeve t-shirts. So I know that Skims is really popular for this type of thing. I haven't had any experience with the brand, so I can't recommend anything in particular. And then something else that you can always ask for, especially if you live in a winter climate, are puffer jackets or puffer vests. I thrifted a chocolate brown puffer vest a while ago, and I think it's adorable. Would highly recommend. Something that I'm also going to be asking for is a trench coat as well as a wool double-breasted coat. You can actually find some really cool vintage ones on Etsy for a lot less than you would see on ASOS, for example. So definitely check out those avenues. Something that I keep seeing on Pinterest that I think is adorable, although I'm not sure if I could pull it off, but I'm sure some of you could, is the denim jumpsuit. And I've been primarily seeing this from Zara. It's just a perfect vintage kind of Top Gun type of look, and I think it's gorgeous. And something else that I've been seeing on Pinterest are these quilted vests. I've been trying to do some research as to where I can buy my own, and so far the only answer seems to be True Vintage on Etsy. So next on my list is just basically anything Love Shack Fancy. If you have the funds to do so, I've always wanted something from there, but I could just never justify the high price point. But if you can, by all means, go ahead, because their clothes are just beautiful. And then this is something specific that I want, but I figured I would just throw it in there, are the Ralph Lauren sweaters. I love the knit one with the American flag, as well as the teddy bear crew neck or sweater. Next on my list is a cashmere cardigan. I know for my age group specifically, so young women, we are at that kind of that awkward stage of still college lifestyle, but also growing up and starting our careers very soon. So a cashmere cardigan is something that is just kind of a staple, and I think asking for it for Christmas is a great way to acquire one. Next up on my list is a leather jacket. You can find so many super cool ones actually at thrift stores for $10, $15. This is something that I already own. Would be a denim or corduroy jacket with the Sherpa lining. I just bought my dad one last night with the Black Friday discount. I absolutely love these. These are just a classic and they really will keep you warm. So I highly recommend asking for one of those. Next up are these really cute tiered mini skirts. I just love these. You can get them in silk, linen, cotton. They're so cute, so versatile, and I love how the fabric moves when you spin, so definitely a plus for me. So now we're going to be moving into the beauty and makeup section. I would recommend looking into the vitamin C serum to ask for, to see if that fits your skin type and everything like that. It seems to be kind of like a magical serum for the skin and the face, as well as very rejuvenating and getting rid of wrinkles or fine lines. Something else that I think would be awesome to ask for is a lash perm and tint kit. I'm going to be buying one for myself if I don't get this for Christmas. I've seen them on Amazon for about $20 with fantastic reviews. So going more into the makeup side of this, I have the Natasha Denona palettes Personally, my favorite is the Glam palette. That's the only one that I have, but they have so many different colorways. Definitely something that I would recommend you look into and possibly asking for. Next up on my list, I've seen this everywhere on TikTok and Instagram, is the Dior lip oil. I don't have any experience with this, but people seem to be raving about it. I have seen more affordable dupes for this, which I also have on my list. I have the Essence Cranberry Lip Oil, Clarins, and also you can probably find it in e.l.f. too. That's what I've seen on TikTok. I can't speak to that, but a lot of people are, so maybe give it a try. Something that I think would be a great gift to ask for is the Clinique Black Honey Chapstick slash Lipstick. I'm sure you've heard about this before, but I think it's a great classic, and if you ask for it, you won't have to spend the $22 to get it yourself. So, alright, so I'm just gonna breeze through the rest of this. Next up, I have pretty much anything from Charlotte Tilbury. I have Drunk Elephant Skincare next on my list. I've actually never heard about this until I started doing research for this video. Next up is the Rare Beauty Blush. I've heard so much about this and everyone seems to be raving about this. After that, I have an ice roller. This is something that I actually really want. Ice rollers are pretty inexpensive. You can find them for I think $7 on Amazon. You could also ask for a DIY wax kit, which I think is pretty cool. Something that I'm going to be asking for are self-tanning face drops for obvious reasons. Definitely need to get some color in here. Next up, I have the Revlon Blow Dryer for blowouts. This seems to be about $37 pretty much everywhere, and I've seen countless viral videos about it. Next up, I have hair rollers. This seems to be a trend, and I would say this is a very successful trend. I love the look of rollers. Next up, I have hair oils. Definitely do research for something that would work for your hair type. So if that's kind of your thing, more holistic hair care, definitely ask for some hair oils. On the opposite spectrum of that is Opalex, definitely a classic to be asking for. Next up on my list is lip tints, something that I can personally vouch for, as we can see here. So my favorite is the one that I'm actually wearing right now, which is the Etude Dear Darling tint. I got this on Amazon for $9. If you're a fan of long-lasting lipstick, I would highly recommend you ask for this. Just go add this to your Amazon cart right now and check out. Don't even wait for Christmas, just this is your gift to yourself. Alright, so my camera battery died and I had to kind of redo my setup, so hopefully the angle hasn't changed too much, but let's continue. So after the lip tint on my list, I have the, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the HAUS Labs by Lady Gaga lip products. I absolutely love the reviews that I'm seeing on Amazon. I recommend makeup lovers to check out. I cannot attest to their quality, but from the looks of it, love, 10 out of 10. So something that I can attest to that I highly recommend every girl to ask for if this is your thing are the Gel X Nail Extensions Kit. I have the ones from Beetles and I absolutely love them. I'm on week 4 of my nails. If you don't want nail extensions, I would highly recommend asking for a gel polish kit. So this is something that I bought myself a couple years ago that I used every single week. Absolutely love. You save so much money. Alright, so now we're going to be moving into the accessories portion of the video. So again, I'm just going to hit the list right down. So first up, I have a big wide scarf. Just think about the possibilities, go on Pinterest, everything like that. There's so much you could do with it. You can make it a little top, you can make it an actual scarf, you can make it a belt. I've done before with mine. I got mine from Banana Republic, and I know that Lucky brand also has some, but you kind of need a big wide scarf in your life. Something that I would recommend asking for around Christmas time are statement earrings. I absolutely love ones from Lucky brand. They have some really cute ones right now where everything seems to be about $10 for Black Friday. Next up, I have headbands. I'm gonna show a picture of exactly what I'm talking about here, but I haven't been able to find this specific headband style. So if you can help me out down below, that would be much appreciated. Next up on my list is a nice watch. Again, kind of with my age group and growing a little bit older, definitely something that I think we can all take use of. Next up on my list are pearl earrings. I just love pearl jewelry. I think it's so classic and elegant. So next up, I have hair scarves. They're so cute. You can braid them into your braid as well. I think they're just gorgeous. I got mine from Free People quite a few years ago on clearance for a few dollars. Definitely very affordable. Next up on my list that I'm gonna also be asking for are thermal tights. Enough said. All right, so bear with me with this one. Next up, I have jewelry in another language. For example, my mom is asking for a necklace with the letter M on it as the charm, but in Armenian because that's where she is from. So maybe asking for jewelry in your cultural language would be, I think that would be really awesome. Next up on my list, I have vintage purses. Now hear me out with this one. Vintage purses that I've seen on Etsy are so cute and so unique and actually very affordable. I really love this style of vintage purse with the embroidery. I think it's just the cutest thing ever. You can probably fall down the rabbit hole and find a cool one to ask for as well. Next up, I have claw clips. I really like the little floral ones. I've seen some with abalone shell. I've just seen so many different styles of claw clips that I think are awesome to ask for. Next up, I have gemstone rings. I know that astrology and gemstones and like the whole new age stuff has become very popular, so if that's something that you fall under, you can definitely find a lot of really cool little gemstone rings from small businesses on Etsy for like $8, $9. And then kind of going with that, I've only seen this on Etsy, but I'm sure you can find it at boutiques as well, are cameo jewelry. I've seen some cameo rings as well as the earrings that I think are just adorable. Definitely something that I would say is a very feminine and elegant gift that you can't go wrong with. So now we're going to be moving on into the room decor and the house products. So first up, I have a Keurig. I mean, if you can't afford an espresso machine like me, if you're also a broke college student, especially because the next thing on my list will explain why. So my boss was actually telling me that there are these reusable Keurig cups. So instead of having to spend $20, $30 every month or every 2 weeks, depending on how often you drink coffee, to replenish into the K-cups, you can actually get this metal or plastic Keurig cup and actually just put coffee grounds in there, pop it in the Keurig, and you're good to go. The pods range from $3 to $10 depending on what material, but I think that this is really cool and I might have to buy one for myself. Alright, next up, a classic, throw blankets, especially these neutral woven blankets. I think these are just gorgeous, just saying. And kind of going with that are throw pillows. I mean, who would be mad about getting a nice throw pillow for Christmas? Certainly not me. Next up, something that I'm also personally asking for is a duvet cover. I mean, a duvet cover just totally transforms the whole look of your bedroom, I feel like. I really love anthropologies and their patterns. Personally, I really want a navy blue and white duvet cover. I think these are so beautiful. Next up on my list are twinkle lights and or Christmas lights, honestly. For the past 5 or 6 years, every single bedroom that I've ever lived at, I've always strung up twinkle lights all around my ceiling. I will proudly hoist twinkle lights onto the ceiling of every single bedroom that I ever live in until I'm an old lady and I can't get up there anymore. So highly recommend twinkle lights. And also going with that, you can always ask for the galaxy projection lights. My boyfriend has them. I think they're pretty cool. Or the LED strip lights if that's more your thing. Next up, a classic to ask for that I feel like people can sometimes forget, candles. You can get the cool aesthetic ones, normal ones, one with gems or flowers on top. I've seen those on Etsy and also AliExpress, so definitely a lot there. Next up on my list are those weird tapestries that college kids have. Like, I'm gonna put examples here and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If this is your line of humor, definitely something that I think you could ask for to jazz up your room. Next up, I have Tirani coffee syrups. This is something that I really want. You can find so many of them. I believe on Amazon you can get 6 bottles for about 25 bucks. So if you're a little coffee barista and want to play barista at home, definitely ask for these. Next up, I have like the Greek or Roman style planter. I'm gonna put a picture here. I love how these look, something that I'm definitely keeping an eye out for. And then next up, I have a bar cart, not necessarily for drinks, although you definitely could use it for drinks as intended, but I really love the look of bar carts. I have this little craft cart I found, not the same thing obviously, but I love the glass ones with the metal detailing. A trip to Home Goods, you would find it for about 80 bucks. Definitely something that I would recommend asking for your bedroom. I have a milk frother, again, kind of going with the whole barista thing. I love mine and they're about $8. I know that matcha is becoming pretty popular again now. You could ask for matcha powder. Next up, I have decorative gnomes. I'll put a picture of what I mean, but you can get them pretty much for any holiday or any kind of theme you will find a cute little gnome for, and I love mine. Next up, I have LED signs. I know that these are getting really popular. I've seen some on Shein, actually. I've seen the same ones on Shein, Amazon, small boutiques, so I'm pretty sure that they get them from the same source more or less. But LED sign, everyone loves a good LED sign. You could also ask for a new throw rug. You could ask for an essential oil diffuser or little refills. Those are super cute. You could actually ask for a bread maker. Hear me out. Just go on Amazon, read the reviews for them, and this is something that I actually genuinely really want. You could also ask for an antidepressant light. So this basically, it simulates sunlight. So for example, if you're like me and you live in Washington, where this is actually very rare in the winter time, and this is something that I think I'm actually going to be buying for myself in January. Kind of going with that is the sunrise alarm clock. I don't have this, but it's something that I also do want. Basically, the alarm clock simulates sunlight and it slowly and naturally wakes you up, and you're supposed to wake up much more at peace and well rested. You could also ask for this Stanley Adventure vacuum quencher. That's that huge Stanley cup that seems to be taking over the internet. Why? I don't know. I'm assuming it's similar to like the Hydro Flask craze, but if that's your thing, definitely go for it. They have some super cute colors. You could also ask for a juicer machine. This is something that I want if you want to be more healthy and everything like that and get those veggies in a tasty way. You could ask for a juicer. You could also ask for a weighted blanket, a robe. You could get like a terry cloth robe or something like this where it's super soft and comfortable. I absolutely love my robes. I think they're a necessity. I wear them around all the time. Kind of a classic thing to ask for are Bluetooth speakers. I always tell myself that I want a speaker, but I've never asked for one for Christmas for the past 5 years that I wanted one, nor have I actually went out and bought myself one. Next up, I have a floor mirror. I really want a floor mirror. So if that's something that you're also interested in, definitely I would add that to your list. Next up, I have a giant bean bag. You can buy like a 6-foot bean bag. My boyfriend has a huge bean bag. I love that thing. It's so comfortable. It's so fun. Next up, I had those preppy wall prints that you can find on Etsy or Pinterest. I think they're so cute. Next up, I have an LED light makeup mirror. This is something that I want. They're pretty affordable. You can find them pretty much anywhere. And then going with that, a clothing rack. I really like them for both aesthetic and functional reasons, so I would love a clothing rack. And then something more low maintenance to ask for would be incense sticks, or also like an incense waterfall diffuser. I'll put pictures of these things, but I think that they're awesome. I absolutely love both of mine. I got my sister actually the waterfall diffuser, and from what she tells me, maybe she's just being nice, but she tells me that she really likes it. So there you go, that's a win. Something else you could actually ask for are dumbbells. I really love at-home workouts. I hardly ever go to the gym. So going on to just the miscellaneous section and more random, I have art supplies. If you're an artsy gal like myself, ask for some art supplies. I really want watercolor pens as well as more polymer clay because I'm running out of those things. I also have a trinket dish, so maybe this should have gone in the home section, but whatever. You can ask for a nice little platter. That's what I'm asking for, so I can stack my toiletries on it on my bathroom counter. I just think it would clean the space up, and they're definitely super cute. You could also ask for a heavy-duty taser, something unfortunately in this day and age. I think every girl should have this. I'm positive if you put this on your list, your dad would most likely buy it for you immediately. Next up, I have socks. You just need socks. This is your reminder to ask for socks for Christmas. Next on my list, I have protein powder. I really want some protein powder. I also think that it just tastes really good. Maybe this is just me that wants this, but I would really love some historical artifacts. I love collecting these little historical things. You can get genuine Roman coins that are authenticated for like $30 just because, I don't know, I would assume that they're a lot more expensive, but I guess there are just either so many of them or just the lack of normal everyday people going out of their way to buy these things that they're not that expensive, but that's really cool. You can also get ancient Prussian rings, so that's something that I really love. If that's also your thing, there you go, I unlocked a whole new market for you. I would recommend looking at cutesy little rings on Etsy, super cute. Next on my list, I have the Colleen Hoover books. I've actually never read any of her books before. I probably should because I want to know what the hype is about. But chances are you've read them before or that you're interested in reading them. So there you go. There's your opportunity to start. And then also going with that for my readers are classic novels. I know that we can kind of overlook them speaking from my own personal experience, but I think we should all at least give it a try. Down below that, I have a disposable camera. I also have adult coloring books. I really like that. I think it's a great way to distress and also get a tangible result at the end of it. Something that I also personally really want is this specific cologne from Polo. It's like red Polo cologne. I love this. Even though it's a men's scent, I want this for myself. So if you want any cologne or perfume, ladies, now's your chance to ask for it. And that concludes my list. Thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and I hope to see you later. Merry Christmas!